Ayo, boy. Why don't want keep service yard leh?
Why everything also don't want cake?
Everything
为什么你们不要
Next
呀？
time got children, where they sleep?
Them so good. Why you
Toilet
throw?
bowl also don't want. Waste money.
Today is Hacking Day, and we are sure that many fellow BTOians have heard or will hear little nuggets of wisdom from your parents or relatives along your home renovation journey.
Yes, especially during the hacking stage. So let's run through the top 5 things parents say and how to counter them.
Number
one.
为什么你要浪费钱？
Why everything also don't want cake?
Toilet bowl also don't want. Waste money.
Okay, this can be quite a touchy topic because we are talking about value, which different people views differently depending on perceptions, the society they live in, their current state and priorities in life.
However, if you look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the bottom of the pyramid is physiological in nature. Your food, water, shelter, and sleep. Essentially describing home. So we feel that it's worth it to put in some hard-earned money to make our home more livable. Better toilet bowls, laundry systems, aesthetics, etc. So your days can be rough, but it'll always be nice to come home and seek refuge in a comfortable place and not be stressed out about home living issues, things that spoil easily, and renovation regrets.
But stay tuned for the episode in future lah.
Number 2.
Why change your HDB floor?
HDB 的地方已经做好了，你不要。
Waste money.
Honestly, this was a decision made 5 years ago, and back then we were definitely financially different, so it makes sense to take the HDB optional component scheme, which included vinyl flooring for the bedrooms.
Most people wouldn't even have started on home design and planning in that stage. So unless you are going for a Muji, Scandi kind of vibe, then the wooden design vinyl flooring wouldn't really fit in a modern luxe or contempt theme.
But the most important reason actually is health and safety. So many do not know this, but vinyl flooring is essentially plastic. Recently, there is more awareness on the notorious health risks associated with the chemicals in vinyl flooring and other toxic emissions over its lifespan. And this is perhaps understudied in hot and humid Singapore, where degradation at a particulate level could possibly be accelerated.
Especially if you have children, try to be kiasu a bit and avoid vinyl flooring and opt for proper tiles. But if vinyl is what you really want, at least check out the quality of the manufacturer and ensure the specific product you are buying comes with credible HSE certifications. Back to our earlier point, the extra money for quality is definitely worth it, especially when it comes to health.
So we decided to replace our vinyl flooring in 2 rooms, especially the room that we are sleeping in. And to save some cost, we actually kept the living dining room tiles provided under the OCS scheme. In our last episode, we spoke about how we elevated these HDB tiles with marble gum. So do check out the video again, and we do have an exclusive promo code for our viewers who are interested to do the same. Number 3.
Everything hack hack
为什
hack.
么你那个墙你要跟它敲掉？
Waste
Well,
money.
every family unit has different lifestyles, workflows, and needs. Not every couple plans to have children. Some might prefer more open spaces to hang out with friends. Others need plenty of storage spaces. Think about what makes sense for your way of life.
Certainly, the default layout will not be suitable for everyone. Perhaps in the future, HDB can consider providing more options and flexibility to BTOs. Or why not just a bare flat without any rooms, doors, and drywalls? This will reduce materials consumption and waste generation.
Speaking about hacking, for fellow BTOians, remember to get your ID or contractor to submit your hacking application as soon as possible the moment you collect your keys. These applications take some time to be processed. In the past few months of waiting, we actually went to hometrust.sg to do some research, and someone shared that it took their ID 4 months to get the hacking permit sorted out.
Yes, you never know what you'll find on Home Trust. Very transparent sharing by real homeowners. So if you're ever in doubt about a hiccup on your renovation, or want to hear other viewpoints, you can also use it as a search tool on very specific keywords such as hacking permit and learn a few things.
So let's try searching now. Hacking permit. When asking him for updates from HDB regarding the hacking permit, he actually told me there is a number I can call myself.
Number
Number
4.
Why waste one whole room for wardrobe?
Everything
Next
hack,
time
hack,
the children where they sleep.
浪费一个房间来做你
Why
的
waste
walk-in
room?
wardrobe。
In wardrobe.
Because she got a lot of clothes.
Waste money.
Oi!
Ours lucky was because we converted the entire master room to a walk-in wardrobe, which is not very mainstream yet. When we first floated this idea to friends and relatives, we received mixed reactions, but after we explained properly, especially to the older crowd, everyone agreed this was a great idea.
This one need one whole episode to explain lah, so we'll probably cover it in greater details after our reno. But in short, looking at our morning routines, it makes sense that whoever wakes up first do not go back into the sleeping room to disturb the other person. Think about it, the master bath and the walk-in wardrobe should ideally be together from a workflow perspective. We also want a simple room with blackout curtains just for us to have a good rest in, with no distractions and no carpentry surrounding us left and right.
Number 5.
Why don't one keep service yard leh?
Everything hack,
When
hack,
you
hack.
cook, your clothes smelly
为什
smelly.
么你要敲掉那个
Why
service
everything
yard？
also don't want keep?
Waste money.
Honestly, we still struggle to understand the point of the tiny service yard. General consensus from the older crowd is that the service yard is there to protect your clothes from your cooking.
It took our loved ones some time to understand that this won't be the case, because it is likely that you will remove all the clothes before cooking, no matter whether you have a service yard or not. We'll try to explain. Imagine you have a service yard. When you're cooking, would you A. Close the service yard door and let the smoke completely flow towards the rest of your home, or B. Open the service yard for fresh air and some ventilation? Chances are you'll probably want to open the service yard to allow the wind flow in and out of your home, which means you would need to keep your clothes away no matter what.
So this means that you don't really need the service yard anymore, because even if you hack it away, you have the same outcome of having to keep your clothes before cooking. And to do that, we have bought a retractable clothesline that will be mounted in our walk-in wardrobe. So whenever we are cooking, we will simply move all the clothes away. So I guess our hacking works are completed.
So what's next?
Next will be electricals
Electrical
and toweling works.
tiling works as well.
So see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.